Well, fortunately, here in Sacramento, our airport did not make the list as most frustrating in the country, but many did. And this was put together by Bloomberg Business Weekly. The Airport Frustration Index is what it's called. It looks at 100 airports across the country. It measures the most frustrating airports on a scale of 0 to 100, with 100 being the most frustrating. And LaGuardia topped the list with a 91.
That is the most frustrating airport to fly out of and into, and that's because not only are flights delayed and there are a lot of cancellations, but if you go to the wrong terminal, if you go to that central terminal, there's nothing to do. There is nothing more frustrating than being stuck in that terminal with no great places to eat, nowhere to shop. I mean, it's a dump, and holiday passengers could be sitting there for hours.
She gave a pretty good description there. I've never been to LaGuardia, so I wouldn't be able to validate that, but it has been named as one of the 10 worst airports in the world. They had that distinction last year, so it shouldn't be a surprise that it's also the most frustrating. It's described as having a dismal 74% on-time performance and has dated and cramped facilities and is said to have the foulest bathrooms of any airport. That's something that I have not seen for myself, and hopefully I don't. Newark Liberty Airport made the list at number 2 with a 90.1 on the frustrating meter because it leads the list in number of late and canceled flights. None of us want to see that, and it received very poor ratings for the security screening process, bathrooms, and available food and shopping. Third is Washington Dulles International. Apparently the security lines are very long, and it takes an average of 67 minutes to take a 30-mile drive from the district to the airport. And then LAX came in at number 6. The traffic is even worse there, of course. It takes 73 minutes to get from downtown LA to LAX. Also, it's outdated, also getting abysmal scores on bathrooms and security screening.
Well, we did the story, I think it was last week, that airports in the country, to anticipate the increase in air travelers, they've all got to update, and we'll see if they're able to afford that.
Right. Well, and Burbank, Jeff, I'm not sure if you've flown into that one. I was stunned to see there are no plugs this day and age. Everyone, so people were huddled against the wall on the floor, waiting to use basically 2 outlets. There was one, at one point in the hallway, and then maybe 50 feet down, another 2. That's it, 4.
It's an older airport.
When you look at cities like LA and New York, it's surprising that those airports continually make these lists with, you'd expect them to have a lot of funding available to make some improvements.
Your favorite airport, or I think it's one of yours, Denver, when we flew through there, I was amazed.
That is my favorite airport.
They have
Is it nice?
Oh man, they have everything for modern travelers. Stations that have countless electrical outlets.
And they have a lot of restaurants and a lot of space, and they have a great train that goes through the 3 terminals. Yeah, they invested a lot of money in that airport.
They did. All right, thank you, Jeff.
Sure.